Hey guys, so nice to see you on here. Welcome to your weekly pick a card. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Just to let you guys know, each card that I pull from the pile has messages from your angels. Also, pick a pile of cards with a pile that you resonate with. I do offer one-on-one sessions in the description box below. And if you guys haven't subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe to be part of my spiritual family. So let's get started. Welcome to pile number 1. This is so important, guys. I can just tell you this right now. Really, really important. So please keep this in mind, that you need to trust your path. Because if you don't trust your path, where you're going to, you have to listen to your heart, your intuition. And you get that pull of pushing you more forward, that's where you need to listen to. You need to listen to that gut feeling, but listen to your heart when your heart feels, yeah, that's right. You know, our ego gets in the way, and that's a big problem there. It also says, if you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? That's a question from your angels. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Well, I would say that I would be, I don't know about you guys, but I would be blessed to know that I'm being taken care of. And just to let you know, I mean, you guys get it, I get it too. We get messages from our angels. I give the number 444 or 404 or 440, even through the troubled times that we're going through right now, or the confusion times also that we're going through. Because they're letting you know that you'll be okay, you'll be taken care of, and everything will work out with a divine plan. But on the other side, they know what they're doing. But the question is, do you know what you're doing? You want to stay on the path. When you stay on the path, then things are going to flow better. Because if not, you're knocking yourself off in a place where you need to be. When it doesn't feel right and it doesn't resonate with you, that's where you need to feel in your heart by saying, you know what? I'm in the wrong place, or I'm on the wrong path. So you need to, and let me show this to you again. You need to, and this is really important, to trust your path. Because this, in the long run, everything will come together. Everything flows. I know we all want it here and now, kind of a thing. But when we trust our path, things just balance out. When we get ourselves off our path, well, that's where the problem is, where things can be confusing, very distorted, and you know what, also out of place. So we want to focus on being in the moment and feel and resonate that we feel like we're supposed to be. By the way, you know, it's the location where you're at. You know, maybe you're supposed to be working at this job. Maybe you're not supposed to be in this relationship. Or maybe you need to work things out in a relationship. That's what I mean. So trust your path with everything. It's with a relationship. It's with your career, with your spiritual growth. Now, dealing with, I want you to know that you are not alone, and this is the great gathering. Look what's going on right now. Dealing with the ascension. Or also it says, just right on the bottom, just to let you know, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. We don't see it. It's almost like you're going to be in the dark before you're in the light. And things look really distorted. But what I was mentioning to you, look what's going on here. The collective. People are shifting together. Right? The difference is we need to see the dark versus the light. But when you have a gathering, what kind of gathering are we talking about? People connecting, people coming together. And when they come together, that's the great gathering, because it's where our collective consciousness and our awareness where we need to be. Because for us to ascend and grow, well, part of it, like I said to you before, you want to trust your path. But when you trust your path, but now, look, what are you doing in part of your path? Well, you're ascending by the collective coming together. That's part of the spiritual growth of being on that path. Also, the ones that you resonate with. You don't want to be with someone that you don't resonate with, or they don't serve a purpose. That kind of knocks you off path because that makes you feel negative and off place, and you don't feel yourself. Dealing with the great gathering, well, this is where we're all connected to each other. And we want to feel that we're helping each other. We're connecting with each other. God's within all of us, right? And we're all connected to each other. Wouldn't you call that a great gathering? I would call that a great gathering. But when everyone, like even on the earth, if everyone starts connecting more and more with each other, that's what they mean by the great gathering. And when we do that, because we're spiritually growing, we keep on staying on the right path. Dealing with, this is something that I want to tell you guys about. The Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay, listen to this. I'm going to read this again to you. All right? Double mission, channeling, uplifting humanity. So you're channeling by you're communicating with people. You're communicating with people. So you're channeling. And not only are you channeling here because you're communicating, but also on the other side, but you're doing like a double mission. Why it's called a double mission? Because you're dealing with spirit and you're dealing with the people on the earth. When you say that's double mission, part of being on the other side communicating, part of being on the earth. And why with the Pleiades? Because we are very evolved souls. I like to say, the angels have taught me, and I'm going to share with you guys, that, let's put it this way, we are spiritual souls having an earth experience. We are not, we are human, of course, but we are really spiritual souls having a human experience. And they said, that's their definition, not mine. Their definition of Pleiades. The Pleiades in their terminology is we are really spiritual souls going through our growth and evolvement on this earth. But we're taking on a human form so we could prosper and learn and evolve. So remember, it's within you to change you. But part of it, you're not alone, because remember, you have the great gathering of the collective consciousness for everyone coming together by helping each other. So if everyone starts, I'm not going to say everyone, but some people will start channeling with the other side more often and communicating with people more often, and more like sending love and helping each other, guiding each other. Not this anger and pain and hurt. Whoops. Got a little carried away there. but no, that's not what you want. You want to feel in your heart that you want to help people and be there by their side. That's what people are looking for right now. This is part of the changeover. This is we're going through the dark into the light. But we need to help people first. Well, really, it stems within you. You're helping yourself, and then you go into other people, I meant to say. But think of the connection here. Double mission, right? The other side, the earth, helping people here, communicating and learning there. The consciousness comes together and everyone stays connected. That I think is beautiful. And that's where your path is going to, so you want to trust it. Mirror says, who or what is triggering you? Well, first of all, a mirror is an image, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys will agree with that. And it's seeing on how you really are. Seeing how you really, really are. Okay? You know, when you're dealing with everyday life, are you happy? Do you feel like you're talking about being on the right path? Do you feel like you're on the right path? That's a question you want to ask yourself. Am I totally aware of what's really going on? And do I resonate with other people? This is part of the Great Gathering too, just to let you know. Because we are multi-dimensional souls. We are many places at the same time. So for us to do all this, and now you have the mirror image. But anyone that's triggering you, right, that you're not resonating with, or you don't feel that connection, you want to separate, because you can look in the mirror and say, I don't feel like I should be here. This doesn't feel like home. Or you could be saying that, I just feel off here. That's how you're looking yourself in the mirror. I don't feel right. But what do I need to do? What's triggering you? So this way you can enhance and grow as a soul. And that's what you want to find out. It could be from other people, your own emotions, right? Environment. Whatever is triggering you, you want to work through it, because this way you can look in the mirror and say to yourself, wow, I'm so happy what I can see. And I'm so blessed about it, because I really feel whole. I feel like at work, it takes time to get that balance going. But once you have that balance, like things are flowing better and things are really coming together for you, that's when you know, again, you're on the right path. And when you're serving humanity, dealing with the collective, that's where everyone's helping each other. You know, dealing with being a multi-dimensional, being in many places at the same time. Yes, we're doing many things all at the same time. But we're just not always conscious of it. And remember, the reflection on the mirror, you want to see yourself standing tall, feeling grounded, feeling secure, and also feel love. So remember, don't be hard on yourself. Really, 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 really important. Because if you do that, then the ego comes involved, and the ego is really supposed to be about expression, about letting go. Well, really about expression and enjoying the experience of expressing it. Okay, so just to let you guys know that. And you guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you listening in and being here. I'm so blessed that you guys are part of my soul family. You know, I really would love to hear you guys if you want to write any comments down below. And give me a thumbs up. Best way to support my channel. Also, I want you guys to know that subscribe at Marc Healing Arts to really learn about, information about spiritual growth. I'll see you next time. I'll see you soon. Take care for now. Blessings and love, Marc. Welcome to your pick a card. And this is pile number 2. You know, we are going through changes right now, as you guys can see, like what's going on around the world. This is birthing of a new age. I know it looks gloom and doom, but things will change over. And it says birthing, of new creations. Okay, so birthing of a new age, birthing of a new creations. You know what? Just like on the earth. Just like on the earth. That sometimes things get, has an earthquake, destroys the area, the earth gets recreated. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, okay? I'm not doing any predictions on that. But what I'm saying, birthday of the new age, this is the year of the 9. And the year of the 9 represents old is going bye-bye and good and new is coming in. So things that are not working, right? Things that are not working, it's going to be something different in its place. So do not feel because there's an imbalance. I know there's uncertainty out there. Like even what's going on right now, this really gets into what's going on. But changes are going to come about. Even though it doesn't look right, for some people you may say, yeah, it looks great. For some other people it may say, no, this is really scary, kind of a thing. Whatever it is that, what they're telling me right now, that things are going to change over for the better, but right now things look like we're like, for some of us will agree, or most of us, that it looks like we're in the dark. And you know how people say live in the gray. Oh boy, are we living in the gray. We have no idea what's going to happen next, but the only thing I do know is the birth of a new age. I also could say to you guys, even from your angels that are coming forth, that you'll be okay. But we need to keep faith. We need to be trust. So faith and trust we definitely need. And we also have to stay in the moment. Do your beautiful work that you normally do. Be the co-creator, right? And do what's in your heart, what you need to do to be part of this change to make it better. Whatever you need to do, you do it. Because of the birthing of the new age, new creation, new beginning. Old is going, like I said to you before, bye-bye. Okay? And that's what the year of the 9 is about. Oh, look at this. The pillar of light. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. Well, isn't this part of the ascension? The energies are getting more and more intense, right? Well, so is our bodies and mind, body, and spirit. All right? You are the oracle. So this is the pillar of light. So when your energies are raising up to a higher vibration, or I should say higher frequency, well, guess what? Your soul is going to learn more and more about you as a soul. You know, we kind of know who we are, on the earth as a human being, but do you really know who you are really as a soul and why you are here to do whatever you need to do here? But also go beyond that point of knowing that we all have a mission here, but also knowing who we really are as a soul. And it's just not just like a past life thing, but it's like different things who identifies who we are as a soul. So again, it's not like a past life thing, but it's being the moment, yes. But it's also about, oh, you mean this is who I really are as a soul? Oh, wow. And I'm going deeper into my conscious level and my awareness, and I'm starting to learn who I really am, that I'm a multidimensional. But I'm also, I can see things how I'm trying to say this in a way that you guys would understand this. I know it gets a little deep here. But we are powerful. That's why they're calling it the oracle. We are the powerful, or the powerhouse of making things happen and manifest things for the beautiful future to come. But also at the same time, it's like identifying you as a soul. You're going to learn different qualities of who you really are. And it's a breakdown. It's hard to describe, but it's more like it just identifies who you are as a soul, and it breaks it down on all the things that you went through, not only in past lives in this lifetime, but also on how you exist as a being. Okay, that's what they're trying to say. Wow, it took a little time for that. So just keep that in mind of things are being created from old to new, and also we are evolving, we are growing, and we are ascending, and we are moving forward. Okay? But one thing you want to keep in mind, really, really important, really, 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 really important. You want to dance with life. Do something to change your energy. All right? So you want to dance with life. That means it's like sometimes we get too serious and it's too stagnating, it's like, well, we get too, let's put it this way, we're not enjoying life like we should. Even when we go through stressful time, we just have to make the best out of it for the changeover. But when you dance with life, you're being in the moment, you're letting things flow, everything comes together, not the way you always wanted it time-wise. Remember, it's the divine timing. But when things flow, it comes to, but it's almost like you're enjoying the experiences instead of, worrying about every little thing. And I know we're planners, some of us are, some of us are not. Whatever works for you, works for you. But the thing is, it's almost like we want to plan and just let it flow. And just do it. Don't even think about it. And yes, we're on a time schedule. Push away the time. Of course, if you have appointments, of course, you have to pace that, of course. But it's almost like they want you to enjoy each experience one at a time. Instead of worry about, well, I got to do this, I got to do that, and worry about it even as you're doing it. Or even before you're doing it, you'll worry about it. So they want you to stop. They want you to freeze and go, no, do not do that. What they want you to do is be in the moment and learn through the experiences instead of holding you back. Because remember, you are the oracle. You have this power. You are this powerhouse that you could do multiple things. Okay? I mean, that's how powerful we are. We're beyond our awareness of who we really are as a soul, and we're going to find out more and more as our subconscious mind opens up more and more, and we evolve and grow. And that's what I was trying to tell you before. They just came out and just told me that. But you are the pillar of light. Be the light. And that's what they're telling me to tell you right now. Be the light. Okay? And shine. And show you're out of love and alignment and bliss. Because new things are changing in this new age of ours. So keep that in mind, okay? I mean, that's really, really important. It's really interesting. I just got Dance with Life I just told you guys about. But it also says, so flow with it, right? But it also says take a break. From life's work at times, take a break. We have so much demand on us and so much things that are going on. Sometimes to rejuvenate, we need to take a break. We can't keep on going and going and going. Because when we do that, we don't even breathe, Like I say to clients that and I love this, take one breath at a time. Don't but I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and be anxious and have anxiety and have stress and worry and think. That's not what the angels and guides and God want you to do. That they want you to have a balance in your life. At times, take a break, push everything to the side, smile, enjoy that moment, push all your stresses away, and then learn on how to work through your stresses when you come back to it. But right now, enjoy the moment. It's like when you're in meditation, you don't go into meditation, you start going, well, I got to do the laundry, I got to pick up my wife, I got to go food shopping, No, it's like you're planning out. In other words, saying the more we are in the moment, the more things will flow together, and you'll become more aware of enjoying the moment instead of being anxious of running into all different directions. That's one thing that they don't want you to do. So take a break from time to time. And let it flow. Remember, dance with life, but let things flow. Let it come together. Yeah, you know. And remember, we are this power source. We are so powerful. We can change things. Some of us could do healing work, you know. Some of us could nurture people's soul and make them feel safe, that they're going to be okay. Right? We can send love through the universe. We can manifest beautiful things for ourselves, for humanity. We are the oracle. Remember that. Because as these change over, you know, and this is why I know some people are calling it, what are they calling it? The golden age. I call it, and I like how the angels have described it, it's the new age. The old is going by and the new is beginning, so like it's a new age to start. Golden age, I mean, you can call it that, but I like the new age better, like something new. Remember, the old is going bye-bye and the new is starting. And it's a transition, but just breathe through it, knowing that you're going to be okay through it. But as a co-creator, think positive thoughts, remember through it, and do what you need to do. Not only on an earth level, but a spiritual level. Remember, so don't be hard on yourself. This is really, really, important. And thank you guys so much. I love to see everyone. And remember to be really loving to yourself, and don't be hard on yourself. Just remember that. I'm just throwing that in there. And the best way to support my channel is smash that like button. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe at Marc Healing Arts. And this way you'll learn and grow. I have so much wonderful information to give to you. And take care. I'll see you soon. Blessings and love, Marc. Welcome to pile number 3. This is something we need to do from time to time. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Messages from your angels are saying boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You know, this is a time for expression and openness. You know, it's the year of the 9, so the year of the 9 to change over. But sometimes we have to give boundaries. What do we feel? What are we expressing? Are we standing up for ourselves? Where are our boundaries? Are people taking advantage of you? Do you need to tell them in a nice way to, please, you're hurting me? You know, it's about expression. It's about openness. It's about coming within your heart and doing things what's right, by having your boundaries of saying, boundaries could be also, okay, they just told me this right now, boundaries also could be within yourself. Well, how far do I need to go with that? Or maybe I should do it this way. Or no, maybe I should do it this way. Where? Like, you know, so the boundaries could be within yourself. Or it could be from other people. Or other circumstances. Well, you know, I've been doing so much lately, and I don't know if I should do that because I got so much work in your hand. Well, there's the boundary. Limit yourself. Do what you can do. Don't do what you can't do. So there's a boundaries within yourself of saying, well, I got so much work to do. I don't know if I could do that all. Versus the boundaries on how people are treating you. Or maybe what they're asking from you, right? You know, so there are many different challenges with that. It's dealing with other people, dealing with yourself, dealing with circumstances, you know, and part of that's within yourself, you know, dealing with circumstances, but you have to deal with that, you know, within you. Like, how are you going to work it out? But knowing your boundaries, you know, your limitations, because you don't want to be taken advantage of, but at the same time, you want to know that your life is more balanced. You're not off balance, and you're doing things that you should be doing. Why? Because then you imbalance it, and things don't flow. And if things don't work, and they don't come together because everything's off-centered, then how do things flow? Think about it. Now, you know what? I mean, what it's really come down to is we are star seeds. We are star seeds. And it says right here, what lights, what lights you up? What's the sparkle within you? What you need to do? You know what? We are multidimensional souls, so we are many different, we're on the other side, many different dimensions. Our soul isn't not just within us or around us, but we're in other different existences on the other side. We're in many different timelines, from past lives. So we're multidimensional. So when they say star seed, how they're defining it as a star seed goes beyond this planet. Right? You're in other planets, universe, and galaxies. Remember, there is no time. So everything is happening all at the same time. And everyone experiences that. And that's why they're really identifying it as everyone. It's not just you or him. It's everyone is a star seed. So but you want to learn for yourself on what sparks things up for you. What really you look forward for as a soul. To evolve to the next level. What do you need to do with it? Do you need to give yourself more love and care? Right? Or do you want more financial abundance? What lights you up? But as a star seed, you're very creative, and they're going into about spirituality. But please keep in mind, you want to know your limitations of that. And this is part of being a star seed. But what really lights your flame, what really sparks you, whatever it is, if it's a financial thing, having love, your spiritual growth, whatever it is, this is what you want to put into play. But you want to set your boundaries because you don't want to go too far, but you don't want to do hardly anything. So there's the balance that comes together. So whatever sparks you and helps you grow and progress as a soul, you want to do it. Now, dealing with, you know what, even though through all these changes, deep replenishment, you need rest at times. You need rest because this is a lot. I mean, it's a lot that's going on here. You know what? My friend Dolores Cannon would say that Earth is the hardest school that we'll ever have besides the other side. I have no idea if that's 100% true, but I do know that if we have a lot of challenges here, a lot of different obstacles, a lot of dilemmas, a lot of conflicts. And now with the retrograde coming in, it even puts more things on a delay, and we get more stagnated, and we don't know where to put ourselves. So it really comes down to but sometimes we need to rest from that because we get burned out. We don't feel ourselves. We don't know where to put ourselves. We're too confused, because there's too many things going on, too many obstacles, too many conflicts. So what do we do with that? So we have to set up boundaries for there, right? But also we need to enjoy life and feel the love in our hearts because you want to glow as a soul. You want to vibrate at a higher frequency. This way you can enjoy life. The other way, you're really restraining yourself and you're limiting yourself on what your potential is. Well, you know what? Maybe part of lighting your life is maybe do something that you haven't done in your life. Maybe travel. Or maybe go on to retreats to really go within your soul to finances or go through spiritual growth. We have so much information within us. We could grow and evolve as a soul, because a lot of things will come back, but we need to work within by meditating and getting the answers and let information come to you, right? But part of that happens is we need to rest. If we don't rest, how do we think clearly? How do we feel our best? How do we glow and feel great, mind, body, and spirit, if we're so exhausted and fatigued? It doesn't work that way. You need your rest. And there's the boundary of saying, I need my sleep. I can't do 3 hours of sleep a night. It's too much. Well, it's not enough, I meant to say. But knowing you want to live your life to the fullest, and that's what it's also about. You want to glow as a soul and don't miss things and really take the opportunity for things. But part of it, we really, really need to rest at times to bring ourselves back. And this is something I want to tell you guys, okay? And this may not make sense at the moment, but look at this. It says, no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Well, when you can't do things, right? When you can't do things, sometimes you have to put it on pause. That doesn't mean you're totally giving up on it, but what it does mean is that you don't want to get over your boundaries of how to handle things, but you do want to really feel like you're being charged up, right? And feeling in a good place. That's why, with proper rest, even meditation, sometimes meditation, for some people, they feel it's better at times, not all, than your sleep, because you could go really deep into it. Some people say, no, I need I need my hours of sleep. At the same time, not only do I need my sleep, but also at the same time, but I need my meditation. They're both different. And I said, you do what works for you. But remember, when it says no, postpone, pause, that means knowing when the situation arises, when it's too much, to draw the line, and knowing how far you want to go with it. Because you could push yourself to the limit, and you could drain yourself out. Then question yourself, how are you resting? Because, if you keep on draining yourself, how are you recuperating? You're not, because you constantly are pushing. And that's why we have to say, nope, that's my limitation. Nope. And now I feel more charged up, that I'm really moving forward, and I keep on progressing. Because why? Because my mind, body, and spirit is aligned and balanced. So sometimes it's hard for me to say no, but sometimes I have to say no and put it on hold. I know we all want to do things and get things done and worry about everything at times, or some people just do it. Some people worry about it as they're doing it, or some people, they're just happy when they're doing it, but they're still kind of being concerned. I mean, there's so many situations how everyone thinks and feels. I can't diagnose or prescribe that, but the only thing I can say is there's a balance of everything, and everything will only come together if you balance it out, and you'll see how things will flow. I know it's hard at times, but you know what? You can do it. And thank you guys so much for listening. Also, the best way to support my channel is to give me that thumbs up. And also, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you. At Marc Healing Arts. And I go into all this information about spiritual growth and education on what we need to do as a soul so we can keep on moving forward. Take care of yourself, love yourself, don't be hard on yourself. See you soon. I'm Marc, I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts.